Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Bitcoin right now is still holding strong at $26,000 guys. Okay, so if you guys clearly see, Bitcoin is still continuing to pretty much consolidate at this level of $26,000. And overall, the crypto market today is still holding strong as well. Not much movements, I must say, right? I feel like, the crypto market really hasn't been moving too much, even though, yes, for the past, few days, we have, in fact, been seeing the market, slightly move up or slightly, move down. But overall, nothing too crazy, right, for the past, few days. But you guys clearly see the global crypto market cap is still above 1 trillion. So that's always, great to see. But overall, not much movements is in fact happening for Bitcoin or other altcoins in the market. So in today's video, guys, of course, I want to show you guys a fair few charts for Bitcoin, okay, as usual. But first, I really want to, really talk about this, right? So this bear market that we are in fact currently in right now, and we know, okay, I'm pretty sure we all know that we are still pretty much in bear conditions, guys, right? That's what I want you guys to understand. We're still in bear conditions. We're still pretty much in this bear market. But I will say this, right? We know we are in fact in recovery mode right now for Bitcoin. We know the Bitcoin halving event is literally a few months away. Okay, like literally about estimated to be about 8 months away, right? So sometime in April, right? April next year, 2024. Okay, we don't know which specific date, right? The half is going to actually happen, but it's going to happen sometime in April, right? So April next year, okay, that's going to be an exciting time because that's obviously when we're going to see the Bitcoin halving. And we know, guys, every single time we have the halving event for Bitcoin, that is where Bitcoin tends to pump the most. And that's when the real bull run happens for Bitcoin. So you guys understand, right? It may seem boring right now for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's not really moving. The crypto market's not really moving. But understand, guys, Bitcoin will skyrocket very, very soon. And not just Bitcoin. Altcoins will skyrocket very, very soon as well. We know alt season is obviously going to happen as well. If the Bitcoin halving is happening, that means alt season is right around the corner as well, guys. So yes, we are still in bear conditions. So I really want you guys to understand, okay, that so far this is the longest time, okay, I think in Bitcoin history that we have in fact been, in a bear market, right? It's been a while, okay? So it's going to end soon, guys, okay? And we're pretty much, I will say this, okay, and I've said this many times, that we are in fact pretty much, in the early stages right now where Bitcoin is sitting at $26,000, just below 30K. I really do believe, okay, this is just the beginning of the next, bull market, right? We will, in fact, see some pumps going to happen in the next few months, and that's what I really want to show you guys for these charts. So moving on to these charts right now, you guys clearly see this is the daily outlook for Bitcoin, right? This is the daily time frame. You guys clearly see that Bitcoin, right, is still holding strong. Understand that, yes, we hit a bottom of around $15,000. And around that time, last year in November and December, we actually saw Bitcoin stock at $16,000. Who remembers, right? That was a long period of time. And a lot of people wanted Bitcoin to move. And at that very time, guys, a lot of people were, in fact, predicting and assuming that Bitcoin would drop further down to the downside. But no, it didn't, right? You guys can see it pumped, right? At the beginning of this year, of January, early January, we actually saw Bitcoin pump. You guys can see that. And you guys can see it's a very, very similar pattern, right? We can clearly see a very clear pattern forming right now for Bitcoin. You guys clearly see that. If you guys can't see it, here's another chart that I want to show you guys, right? So you guys can sort of see it more easier. So you guys clearly see, like I said, we did in fact hit bottom of around 15,400 right in November, okay? And then it sort of pumped, but then, it sort of like went back down, and then we saw Bitcoin pretty much stuck at 16K. But understand, like I said, beginning of January, right, earlier January, we actually saw Bitcoin pump out of nowhere, up 55%, and then it dropped 23%, and then it pumped once again 58%, and then it dropped 20%, and then it pumped once again 28% just recently, and of course it dropped 20%, right? So you guys can clearly see there is in fact a very, very clear, pattern forming right now for Bitcoin. Throughout 2023, we can clearly see this pattern. We are obviously in recovery mode right now, right? So understand, guys, okay, yes, we hit bottom and Bitcoin's clearly forming a new pattern up to the upside. And this is why I believe, guys, right, we're not going to see Bitcoin drop back down to $15,000, right? A lot of people are in fact assuming Bitcoin can go back down to 15K, right? Even, create a new low. But no, guys, that is not what's going to happen for Bitcoin. Okay, throughout Bitcoin history, I don't think, Bitcoin has ever gone back down to its previous lows, right? During, the same bear market. So understand this is pretty much, Bitcoin's going to go ups from here, right? You guys clearly see, right? We had a pump and then a dump and then a pump and then a dump and then a pump and then a dump. And now, right, we should be seeing another pump happening for Bitcoin, right? And this is why I believe, okay, we will potentially see Bitcoin, it could never be soon, right? We might actually see Bitcoin, obviously pump back up to $30,000, but who knows when, right? So Bitcoin right now is obviously holding this very, very strong support level. Okay, and if it breaks this support level, then yes, obviously we're going to see Bitcoin drop further down to the downside. Now, yes, we might see a 25K Bitcoin, 24K Bitcoin, 23K Bitcoin even. But personally, and I've been mentioning this many, many times, I don't see Bitcoin going back down to like 20K or below 20K ever again. That's just my personal opinion, right? We could, but it's just very, very unlikely to happen, guys. For Bitcoin to drop, right, from 26K all the way down, back down to 20K, something bad has to happen, right, in the crypto space or for Bitcoin, right? Something really bad has to happen for that, for the price of Bitcoin to drop that much, right? So we will see, guys. But personally, I think we're not going to see Bitcoin at 20K or below 20K, right, ever again. That is just my personal opinion, right? So understand, guys, okay, this is going to be the last shakeout for Bitcoin. Okay, yes, like I said, we will potentially see Bitcoin drop further down to the downside below $25,000. Okay, it's possible. Okay, so we could potentially see Bitcoin drop to like 24 to 23. But understand, guys, this is going to be the last drop, the last shakeout for Bitcoin before we see Bitcoin absolutely exploding up to the upside. I really do believe in this, right? This is going to be the last shakeout, and we're going to see Bitcoin pump from there. Okay, so we're going to see a pump, and yes, of course, we're going to see Bitcoin, dip even more. Okay, it's not always just going to pump straight from here, but what I mean by, the last dip ever is, a pretty decent dip, right? So I really do believe there's going to be the last shakeout for Bitcoin. That's just personal opinion. And yeah, we will see, guys, right? And it seems like a lot of people are in fact saying that, this could potentially be the last massive, shakeout before we actually see Bitcoin fully recover back up to $30,000 to 40 to 50. I've been saying this many times, 50K Bitcoin towards the end of this year in 2023 is very, very possible. So we will see, guys. Okay, but yeah, I totally agree, right, with what people are in fact saying, that this could potentially be the last dip for a massive pump, okay, for Bitcoin. So we should be accumulating, right? We should be accumulating into Bitcoin. We should be buying into, Bitcoin right now. This is obviously the biggest opportunity right now for Bitcoin. And understand, guys, Bitcoin is about to move. A parabolic movement is coming for Bitcoin. We all know that, right? So yes, it may seem boring right now for Bitcoin. It's at $26,000. It's stuck at 26K a day. Not much momentum is happening for Bitcoin and the crypto market. I understand that. But understand, guys, in the next upcoming few months, we're going to see Bitcoin pump, especially the next upcoming few years. Of course, I'm talking about 2024 and, of course, 2025. Those years are going to be some absolutely, amazing years for Bitcoin and crypto, right? We all know that, because that is when, guys, we will officially be in, a bull market, right? So understand, guys, it may seem boring right now, but understand a parabolic movement pump is coming for Bitcoin. Okay, we all should be accumulating right now, guys. Okay, we should be accumulating, we should be buying. So moving on to the next chart, you guys clearly see we are in fact still in the buy zone, right? Because Bitcoin is nowhere near back up to its previous all-time high. It's not even halfway there yet, right? So we're still down here, okay, like below $30,000. So obviously right now it's still, a perfect time to buy Bitcoin, while Bitcoin is still, at this low price. It really, really is. And if you guys actually look at these altcoins right now in the market, they are cheap as well. I've been mentioning that many, many times. A lot of these altcoins are literally like dirt cheap. I'm being dead serious, like dirt cheap compared to where they were in the last bull market back in 2021 to where they are now. They are so, so cheap, guys. So time is ticking. Understand that, right? A lot of these altcoins will pump like crazy. Okay. And it's understandable why people are investing a lot of their money into altcoins. Okay. Because they know that alt season is obviously right around the corner. We know a lot of these altcoins will pump like crazy. Okay. So it's understandable why people are in fact investing heavy into altcoins. Okay. So it's really understandable. You know what I mean? I totally get it. Right? You want to make that money. I get it. Right? So we are still in the buy zone, guys. Please understand that. So right now is literally the perfect time to buy crypto, right? It really, really is. So don't miss this once in a lifetime opportunity. Because I'm telling you right now, once we actually see Bitcoin pumping and a lot of these altcoins pumping, we will never potentially see these prices ever again, you know, in Bitcoin history or even in crypto history, right? For a lot of your favorite altcoins, we'll never see those prices ever again this low, right? Once it starts pumping. So please understand that, guys. Just my personal, perspective. But guys, last chart that I really want to show you guys. So if Bitcoin does in fact go back up to $30,000 and it breaks this resistance line, then yes, okay. Once we have that breakout, we're going to see a massive bull run coming for Bitcoin. So yes, guys, a massive bull run is about to happen for Bitcoin. Okay. So look at the bigger picture. Don't look at what Bitcoin is doing right now. Okay. Don't be too scared or spooked out, right? Just think about long term. Think about the future, right? Where Bitcoin is actually going to be heading, in 2024 and of course 2025. Just think about that. Okay. So a massive parabolic movement is coming for Bitcoin, guys. So be prepared for that. And who knows where the new all-time high is going to be for Bitcoin? Could it be, 150K, 180 to 200K, or even over 200K? That is very, very possible. That's all very, very possible. And I've been telling you guys many times that personally, I think we will see Bitcoin reach 200K to over 200K to maybe even $300,000. We will see, time will tell, but that is just my personal price prediction for Bitcoin in the year pretty much 2025, right? So that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. If you guys are in fact crypto investors and traders just like myself, please, please, please consider subscribing, because pretty much every single day I do in fact upload videos updating you guys what's happening in the crypto space, right? Just in general with Bitcoin and just cryptocurrency in general. So if you guys are in fact in the crypto space, please consider subscribing and let's make that money together. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys all enjoyed it, and catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.